episode 13. It's Anthony here, and love to be in your fortnightly podcast reel. If you're a regular and you're following me, thank you. If you're not, like, subscribe, give me a vote. Even on Spotify, give me a 5-star if you want. On iTunes, just put a 5-star review if you want. Be honest, you won't, I don't give a shit. And put a review down. Any feedback, that'd be great. I appreciate it. So, I didn't really have a topic for today, but I was sort of going on the wing. But I thought of a new topic just now. A segment I'm going to put in is called AG's Bargains. And bargain of the day today is I was looking on for a GME GPS personal locator beacon, the one I was telling you about, so you can keep in the car. It's got a 6-year battery, and shit hits the fan, and you need a deer emergency where you need someone there ASAP. You press the button, and emergency services will be there and locate you to the right point. So Repco currently got it for $317.25, which is a saving of $105.75. That's massive. If you want to be even trickier, take this website down, go to Anaconda, and they will take a further 10% off that price. So that being $285, you're saving quite a fair bit of money. So I recommend, if you're in the market for one, go to Repco, have a squiz there, or go one better, bring that page to Anaconda. If it's got it in stock, show them this page, and you can get it. It's all click and collect online as well, but if you want it today for a cheaper price, then I suggest going down. I don't know how long it's on for. It doesn't really say, but yeah, want a bargain, go down, suss it out. I would highly recommend it. Actually, a topic today I was thinking about is, on that note of having a personal beacon, is someone actually messaged me and asked me, what are the tips of camping, with taking someone camping, never been camping or hates the thought of camping and actually wants to go camping. I can speak from experience from this, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I have experienced this and I know about this. So I have got 5 tips to take someone camping that doesn't want to go camping, or never been camping, or just wants to give it a shot because, hey, people do that in relationships or friendship groups where they get a bit of FOMO, or their kids want to go and you want to try it out. So I'm going to give 5 tips of what works for me, what has worked, and what could work, I guess. I haven't tried, or may have to try. I'm not too sure. So number 1 is pack all your safety gear. Like, buy that GME EPIRB. You are going somewhere without reception. It's that safety net of, hey, if shit hits the fan, one button will be fine. Or just don't go camping with somewhere where it has no reception. Even somewhere with where you got enough reception to make a call, go on social media, whatever makes that person comfortable to do what they need to do. I highly recommend doing that, because at least they're going to be more comfortable, and that will help you out. You have a good time. You're not sitting there worrying, going, oh shit, are they liking it? Oh, this is crap. Or, communicate it. In that sense, number 2, communicate the program or the activities you want to do. Ask him or her, they say, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? We're going to this place. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to see? Say you're going to Eildon. What do you want to see? I want to go to Snow Creek Falls. All right, cool. Let's put that in. Ask them what they want to do. Ask them to do the research as well, because, can't just be one-sided going on a trip all the time. It has to be both sides. You have to both contribute, because one's always going to be a bit antsy, and one's always going to be a bit, oh, you didn't listen to what I said. Oh, we didn't do what I want to do. But if you don't voice it, don't communicate it, then it's all up in the air. There's one person doing everything, and then it becomes, one person's dictated the whole trip, and you're just sat there like, oh, yay, my first camping trip. I didn't get to say and do anything. So before you go, if weeks, months prior, ask them, this is where we're going. Do some research. Well, let's research together. Where do you want to go? What do you think is going to be interesting for you? What, even another destination, whatever gets them out there, ask them, what are we, communicate both what you want to do. It will save you a lot of heartache in the long run. It will help you, communicate better and communicate on the trip, because guess what? You're going to be setting up a camper, a tent, or backing up a caravan. You want to come home and actually say that was a great trip. You don't want to go home and go, I'm never going with you again. Fuck it. So I highly recommend planning out your trip. See the activities and attractions you want to go. Even if it means you have to go to a market, just do it. You know, you might even go somewhere different next time and, you know, dip your toes in something a bit more adventurous that you like to do. Or they may even say, hey, let's go here this time and do it. You never know. So highly recommend communication prior to the trip is key. Even writing it down in a diary, putting in a Google diary, I don't know, whatever works for you. If it works for work where you're putting stuff in a diary for me, put an agenda to do the same for your trip. So research, communicate, discuss. Number 3, I always recommend making sure you got an inventory of everything you need. If you're going somewhere cold, make sure you got thermals and a spare change, heaps of clothes. They're going to bring heaps of clothes, whether it's male or female. You got to bring heaps of clothes. Make sure you got the right bedding. Make sure your sleeping bag is rated to the right climate. You don't want to be in a small sleeping bag you have for the kid, you know, go somewhere in summer and go to the high country around winter. Even in September, it can get down to 1 to 2 degrees. So make sure you got everything to make it the most pleasant and warm sleep possible, because the more comfortable everyone is, the more fun you're going to have. Even if it means you have to carry more, just carry it. Because the next trip you may carry less. But that initial trip, that first one, you're trying to eliminate anything negative. Well, there's always going to be negatives, but you want to eliminate that, I don't want to go again. You want to enrich that feeling of, oh, when are we going again? Oh, that was an awesome trip. Let's go again. I don't need to carry this many jackets this time. So go shopping, you know, marketplace. Find a snow jacket from Aldi that someone's not using anymore for $30. I did that. Still use it. It's in my inventory for the last 6 years. My kids' clothes are all from, you know, Aldi. And my clothes, mostly just a pile of old clothes that I had that I use for camping or, you know, venturing out. That's what's worked for me. And I've worked with other people, you know, just making sure they carry everything. And there was never that, oh, I forgot this or I forgot that. Or if we did, fuck it. Next time, we're bringing it. So you want that repeat trip. You want to see what you got. And, yeah, I highly recommend stocking up on everything, including, you know, a good mattress. You want to be in a mattress that's not going to bring that coldness on the floor to you. You know, a good sleeping bag, a good mattress with a bit of insulation of foam can really, really help. Also, your tent. You want to make sure you're in a decent tent or a camper. There's no leaks. There's no, you know, it's not going to blow over in the wind. You want to make sure everything is sturdy, because the last thing you want is a flappy tent in the wind. It's going to happen. It's a tent, you know. But making a list, you know, making sure it's tied down properly. Make sure you're getting the right amount of pegs. Make sure you got the right pegs to put into particular ground, because if you say, oh shit, I forgot something, then boom, you're stuck with a, you know, tent that's not going to work and you're going to be uncomfortable. Comfort equals happiness. So make sure you pack everything. Do it right and she'll be right. Number 4, no matter if you're a foodie, no matter you can cook some awesome food at home, keep it simple. Even not, plan what you're going to eat, plan where you're going and what's going to be simple for you. Even pre-cook it, put it in a vac bag and cook it when you're on site. So, you know, first night, put some pasta in a pot at home when you know, and put it in a container so you can just reheat it when you get there, because the first night you're going to be setting up. It might take longer, you know, be a bit for your nerves. At least you got, you know, food's ready in 10 minutes on the stove. So highly recommend just cooking some pasta prior and just putting it in the container and heating it up with a bit of butter, a bit of water, and it will turn out really nice. You'll be quite surprised how comfortable it will be on that first night. You don't have to worry about cooking, you know. You know, I've done the whole, you know, put a lamb in a slow cooker because I was so excited to go camping and sitting there for ages, and the wind, you know, the fire wouldn't work, the wind was shit, and you know, the day just turned into a bit of frustration and a bit of anxiety, in all honesty, and didn't turn out right. So, you know, you leave it for the second night, or, you know, in the second trip if you're there enough. But, you know, carrying some steaks and asparagus at this time of the year, asparagus is fresh. Just put some asparagus in a freezer bag. Cook some steaks. You know, put some asparagus with it. You can even, you know, maybe do a potato or something in the fire. There's so many options you can do. I'd give it a shot. So keep it simple. Even plan it. If you do a menu of what you're going to do for the few days of cooking, and have a plan B for one of those days, depending on the weather, depending on a lot of different factors. So yeah, I highly recommend, like your camp gear. Same with your food. Just keep it simple. Pack more food than you need to, so you're not going to get hungry. Plan a trip to IGA depending where you're going. But keeping it, having that will take that anxiety of what are we going to cook? Why is it taking so long? You could be so tired from doing so many adventures. You don't know. The car could break down. You at least got a plan. So keeping food simple as possible takes that whole headache away, and less anxiety means more fun. Tip 5. Just do the packing home, all the packing after by yourself, if you have to. If it was a good trip, bit of a prize or bit of a thank you, just pack up after yourself. Just be prepared to put everything away yourself, clean up after if they're, tired, or if they want to help, bonus, awesome. That's fantastic. But if they don't, just say, I got it sorted. Just got to pick up the pieces and do it sometimes. Because at least they can help next time, or, it's a bit of a thank you, bit of, extra brownie points or something, some people call it, but I just call it, thank you for thank you for letting me take you on the trip. I hope you enjoyed it, but yeah, I got this, don't worry, I'll clean up after. So that can go a long way sometimes. So just be prepared to clean up and have, make it a bit of a process. It'll be a pain in the ass probably, but, it'll be great, just that bit of help at the end. And, next time, oh, don't worry, I'll help you with that. Or, let me pack this. Sometimes it's a bit of gratitude can go a long way. It's not a one-way road all the time, but sometimes you just got to do it. And, they'll be very thankful. And next time we go, oh, all right, so where are we going next time? So, yeah, give that a shot. I highly recommend it. And for a bonus, I know I said 5, but for a bonus, maybe plan a nice lunch or dinner on the way back or during the trip. Say, hey, let's go to a local pub and have a feed there. Try it somewhere local. There's some pretty cool local pubs, scenery places. You don't have to always rough it out camping whenever you eat. Maybe do a day trip and have a nice lunch out somewhere, or on the way home, stop at a cafe, grab a little memento on the way, maybe a fridge magnet or a key ring or something to say, hey, that was a sick trip. Even if it wasn't a sick trip, a little memento on the way back, help the locals. That I've been doing that recently, and yeah, it helps a lot. Good morale at the end of the trip, especially the kids you take into Macca's after a trip. They lose their shit. They love it because, and now they know on the way home we're stopping somewhere. We're stopping at Macca's for a happy meal, or, even with your partner, I go get a coffee or stop somewhere at a local pie, or, anywhere, somewhere different. Just look at something and go, hey, let's stop there, It's good fun. It's something different. And, it could be a highlight of the trip. Bit of a recap, bit of a, yeah, I highly recommend doing that. It really does help summarize a trip. And, it gives that good morale to say, hey, if we're going this place next time, can we have lunch at this pub? Or, oh, I heard my friend took a photo of this coffee joint. Can we have a squeeze there? So, yeah, definitely give it a try. So there you have it, 6. What a bonus. Today I had my kid's 7th birthday. They're going to be 7 tomorrow, and we had a house party here at my house for my Marco and Carla. They had their birthday with all their friends, and it was funny. We were just talking about a few things because a few people listening to the pod, and that was the question I was asked today. And I'm like, interesting. I said, I'll put it up later. Listen later tonight, and you'll hear my answers. So, yeah, if you're listening, there you go. Appreciate you listening, and hope you get some feedback. What other tips have you guys got in this circumstance? I love to hear them. So reply to me on Instagram, info@gettingouthere.net.au. Reach out one way or the other. I appreciate hear some feedback, because I know this is a topic, whether it be taking your partner, wife, husband, your kids, even a friend that you never goes camping. You really want them to come camping. I think there's some golden nuggets in there that help you out to do that, and I would love to hear if you guys had any feedback for me, so I can push that on and hear it next time. So, yeah, thank you for your time. Have a great one, wherever you're listening, however you're listening, and whenever you're listening. And I'll speak to you in a couple of weeks. Cheers.